What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the real Jussy of the Distorted Theorists. And today we got the long-awaited trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. And I ain't talking about Roman Reigns' faction from the WWE. But before I get into talking about today's trailer review and breakdown, as always, if you want to support the channel, show us some love, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me a comment down below. Did you grow up with the Final Destination franchise like your boy did? Let's take it way back. I don't even know what year it came out, but I was in my teens. Final Destination, Devon Sawa, the golden boy of the movies at that point. I haven't seen him in a bit. Alex gets on a plane, has a premonition. You didn't really know what was coming. Final Destination, it ties into the aircraft, okay, on your ticket. He has a premonition. The plane, things start happening. All of a sudden, boom, plane explodes. People go flying out the side. All of a sudden, he's back. He's back in the seat, okay? But we start seeing the events happen as he did in his premonition. He flips out. Everyone gets off the plane. But the cool thing is death finds a way. Forget life finds a way, okay? Jeff Goldblum, death finds a way, okay? Everyone that was supposed to die on the plane that he prevented started dying in the order they would have should they have remained on the plane. The concept was crazy. It was a horror, but it was also like a quick thriller. And it took off from there. I mean, it spawned a sequel, which in my opinion is better than the first one, okay? You'll never drive by a transport truck carrying wooden logs ever again, and don't say that you will, because every time you see one, you think of this movie. Final Destination 2, amazing. The way they got creative with the kills, the death that follows, if you will. Then we seen Final Destination 3. It is what it is, but it happened at a theme park. Again, they carried the theme through. But you could slowly, at that point, it was the coming of age in the 2000s, which carried on into the fourth one as well. Very teen horror flick. I mean, they got a couple nudity shots in there. Had to get those younger audiences. It wasn't as good as the first two, the third or the fourth. Still great in the franchise, but just you could see where they were going. And then, of course, the fifth one, which became a little more grittier. Still some comedy in there, which I could have done without, but got grittier. But it also carried the theme at the time. 3D movies were getting really big. That was 2011. Was the last we've seen of Final Destination. It is 14 years in the making. Final Destination Bloodlines. They say death runs in the family, which is a cool tagline. I just want to see more. So, without further ado, let's get into the trailer reaction, review, and breakdown for Final Destination Bloodlines right now. Oh.
My old man just died. I come in as a favor, and now they want me to lock up.
Okay, just piercings. Lots of sharp objects. No big deal.
Yeah, like and subscribe and all the things.
Like, subscribe. Tattoo parlor is something different that we haven't seen yet. Oh, I got the chills again. The uniqueness of every kill is very Saw-esque, I guess, but creative, whoever comes up with it. We'll get to that at the end. He's tattooing himself. A little practice never hurt. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The chain of events, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Oh, you got me.
What? Rip it out, bro.
Come on.
Oh, this is giving me the heebie. Oh, okay, here's the fire now. Oh! Oh! Yes! Yes, we're back. Death runs in the family. So who's he related to, though? Okay, I'm all in. As someone who's watched every film in this franchise, that's the roots right there. If you've never seen a Final Destination movie, that's it right there, exactly like that. But you can tell, listen, the last one came out in 2011. Out of 5, the last one came out in 2011, ladies and gentlemen. That means we're 14 years advanced now in technology, cinematography, CGI. They're going to go big with this one, okay? They know what works. I'm sure whoever's making this film, Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to want to reboot this. They want fans to invest again and gain new fans so that we can get more sequels, and I'm all in if we do. But it's the intricacy. It's always he escaped death. Now, they call this Bloodlines. My takeaway is that maybe the kids or something of past people from the movies are going to be in this. Like, Devon Sawa was Alex, the first main character. Maybe somewhere he had a kid that we didn't hear about in the movies, but it's going to come to light. He had the dad tattoo. He died in the movies, Devon Sawa, so maybe there's some kind of tie there. I don't know. The good thing is this is a teaser trailer. They're just letting us know we're coming. We're coming with the same ish that we had in the past, but that's intricacy right there. I don't even know where to start. It's supposed to feature Tony Todd. As some of you may know, Tony Todd, the Candyman, he was very heavily involved in these films as well. He was always the creepy caretaker or pallbearer, or the names escape me, the Undertaker, if you will, of the cremation, the crematory. And he would always appear and give you the goosebumps, basically, give you the chills, give you the ick. In those movies, but he's supposed to be more predominantly in this one, but he has passed away since, I guess, they filmed this. I'm sure we're going to get a sweet send-off there, or at least a big memoriam in this film, which is going to be really cool to see. But I don't know why Bloodlines. I assume it's going to tie with something. I mean, death runs in the family. It's got to be something to do with kids, maybe, of past stars from the films. I mean, it's too many to count. I don't even know the names of half of them. A lot of them were teen heartthrobs, if you will, back in the day. But it's interesting to see how they're going to tie that in, because the intricacy will only continue. And it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm a big Saw franchise film, and one of the big things about Saw is you want to go in that theater to see what creative jigsaw trap they've come up with it to torture or kill said victims. This is the same. First of all, you want to see, how do they escape death? What is, in this, going to be the big action that is avoided, the big climax, if you will, that's avoided in order to cause these deaths to need to occur? Will we get that? Because if it's Bloodlines, there's a good chance that the family is already, the deeds of the sins of the father? Right there. Maybe that's what that means. So now the kids are going to have to pay the price if the parents maybe died prematurely or death didn't take them in the way that he wanted. I think, what is it? Gary Busek? I'm going to butcher this. He's the, I think, screenplay writer, if I'm not mistaken, on the Saw, Scream film, and Abigail, which were some great, great horrors in the last 5 years. He's involved in this. I know that the producer, I'm going to forget his name, I think it's Todd, oh my goodness, John Watts, who did the directing or producing on the Spider-Man movies for the MCU recently. So you're getting those to come together. They got their hands on this project. So I'm really hopeful that it's not going to fail. As someone who grew up watching these movies and loving the way that they designed it, death has a plan. Death finds a way. To see everyone coming together on a project 14 years later that probably should have been made a while ago, but it would have probably failed at that time, we're in for a rejuvenation. and death is going to be knocking at her door. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for my trailer reaction, review, and breakdown of Final Destination Bloodlines. As always, if you want to support the channel, we honestly appreciate it if you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments down below, have you been here since day one? What kind of torture is death going to come up in this one? And does death run in the family? And with that, I am the real Jussy of the Distorted Theorists. And like we always say around here, keep it real.